Good morning, everyone. Welcome to ISO 28000 and 2022, a framework for security management system. My name is Jason Tan from ISOGuruSG, and I will be your trainer today. Whether you are in operations, risk, supply chain, or management, this session will explain what a security management system is. By the end of the training, you will understand its core structure and how it drives resilience. Let's start with the why. The modern business world is defined by uncertainty, geopolitical shifts, supply chain disruptions, cyber threats. These aren't just IT problems, they are security issues that impact our core business objectives. ISO 28000 addresses this by providing a formal, systematic framework to manage these challenges. Think of it as the operating system for organizational security, boosting both our capability and our credibility in the market. The framework is built on 4 key points that guide everything we do: assess our environment, validate our measures, comply with obligations, align security with business goals. This alignment is the key to making security a value adder, not a cost center. At the heart of ISO 28000 and most modern management standards is a simple plan to check act (PDCA) cycle. This is the backbone of continual improvement. Plan: we establish our policy, objectives, and plans. Do: we implement those plans. Check: we monitor, measure, and audit our performance. Act: we take corrective action and improve the system. This cycle turns our SMS from a static document into a live system that learns and adapts. It also ensures we speak the same language as other standards like ISO 9001, Quality Management System, making integration smoother. Before we dive into the details, let's talk about philosophy. The ultimate purpose of our SMS is not just to prevent bad things but to create and protect value for the organization. These 8 guiding principles are woven into every clause of the standard, principles like being integrated into business processes, customized to our unique context, and dynamic in response to change. Remember, this is about building a resilient culture, not just installing cameras or firewalls. Continual improvement sits at the center, supported by human and cultural factors and best available information. Now, let's walk through the PDCA cycle, starting with plan. This is the foundational phase where we answer critical questions. It's covered by clauses 4, 5, and 6 of the standard. We need to understand our context, secure leadership commitment, and plan for risks and opportunities. This phase sets the direction for everything that follows. Clause 4 is about looking inward and outward. We must ask what internal and external issues affect us. Clause 4.1, think, market trends, supplier reliability, internal culture, who are our interested parties. Clause 4.2.1, and what do they need? This includes customers, regulators, employees, and the community. What are our legal and regulatory requirements? Clause 4.2.2, we must have a process to keep track of this. The output of this analysis is a clearly defined scope. Clause 4.3, for our SMS, where does it apply? In a warehouse. Across the whole supply chain. This must be documented. Here's a critical success factor: top management commitment. Clause 5.1. Without it, the SMS fails. Leadership must ensure resources are available, integrate security into business processes, and promote a culture of security. A key deliverable from leadership is the security policy. Clause 5.2. This isn't a long manual. It's a concise, signed statement that provides the framework for our objectives and shows a commitment to compliance and improvement. It must be communicated to everyone. Now we get strategic. Clause 6.1 is about proactive risk assessment. We must identify risks, what could go wrong, and opportunities. How can we get better? From all angles: physical, human, IT, supplier dependencies. From this, we set security objectives. Clause 6.2. These must be smart, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. For each objective, we must answer what, who, when, with what resources. How do we evaluate? This turns strategy into actionable tasks. With a solid plan, we move to do the implementation phase. This is where we marshal our resources and execute. It's covered by clauses 7, support, and 8, operation. We are turning plans into reality. You can't build a house without tools and skills. Clause 7 is about providing that foundation. Clause 7.1, resources, people, infrastructure, and budget. Clause 7.2, competence, ensuring everyone is trained and capable for their security roles. We must keep records. Clause 7.3, awareness, everyone must know the policy and their role in the SMS. Clause 7.4, Communication, clear plans for internal and external communication. Clause 7.5, Documented information, managing all necessary documents and records controlled, available, and secure. Clause 8 is where the rubber meets the road. Clause 8.1, we plan and control our processes. Clause 8.2, we identify critical activities. Clause 8.3, we conduct detailed risk assessment and treatment. Clause 8.4, we implement specific controls for HR, IT and facilities. We develop and execute security strategies and plans, Clause 8.5 and 8.6. This includes Clause 8.6.2, a response structure, a designated team ready to act. Clause 8.6.3 warning and communication procedures, how we alert people during an incident. Clause 8.6.5 recovery plans, how we return to normal after a security event. This clause ensures we are prepared not just in theory, but in practice. Our work doesn't end with implementation. The check and act phases close the loop, ensuring we learn and improve. This is covered by Clauses 9, Performance Evaluation, and Clause 10, Improvement. This is what makes the system dynamic. Clause 9, Check involves, Clause 9.1, Monitoring and measurement, are we hitting our objectives? We track key metrics. Clause 9.2, Internal audit, a periodic, independent check, are we doing what we say we would do? Clause 9.3, Management review, top management reviews all this data to decide if the SMS is still suitable and effective. Act, Clause 10, is the improvement engine set phase. Clause 10.2, non-conformity and corrective action, when we find a problem or weakness, we don't just fix the symptom. We investigate the root cause, correct it, and check that our fix worked. Clause 10.1, continual improvement, the entire point of the PDCA cycle. So that's it, ISO 28000 isn't just a rulebook, it's your playbook for building a resilient and secure organization. By following the Plan Do Check Act cycle and staying true to those core principles, you're not just preventing threats, you're creating real business value. If you found this helpful, smash that like button, and subscribe for more breakdowns on ISO standards, risk management, and building smarter systems. Got questions or topics you want covered next? Drop them in the comments below, I read every one. Thanks for watching.